All right, hello all, and welcome to the last Make It at Home of 2021. This week you can make a mini Jingle Bell wreath in your kits, which are included. Let me start that over. In your kits, which are in the Yaz, you will find a packet of Jingle Bells, a length of wire, a thin ribbon, a wide ribbon, and a glue dot. Alright, so to get started, it's up to you on what size wreath you want. This is a pretty small one, and this is a larger one. It's really up to you on what size you decide to go with, depending on how many bells you would like to use. So, I recommend laying your bells out on a plate or a work surface where they're not going to roll off. But lay them out in the order that you would like them to be on the wreath. And that makes it easier to use what you want and get the pattern that you'd like. You do not need to do a pattern, but if you like to, like I choose to, then this is a good way to do that. So you're going to take your wire, and it's loosely wound together, but go ahead and straighten it out. And then on one end, you want to either make a loop or just bend it enough where the bell's not going to slide off once you get it on there. And then on the other end, you're going to start. So on one side, and loop it on there. And then you can pinch the end if you want, but you don't have to, just to keep that one on there. And keep adding them. And I will try to do this quickly. It goes pretty quick once you have your pattern figured out. You could probably try to put on more than one at a time, but I don't trust myself enough to do that. You'll notice as you start to get more on there that they start to alternate on the sides that they stick to, which really helps add to the fullness of the wreath. These wreaths can be ornaments on a tree, or you can hang them from a window or a shelf. If you're driving, you could potentially hang them from your rear view mirror. But if you do decide to do that, make sure that they're not obscuring your view. You can hang them from a doorknob. Really wherever you like. This is a pretty quick craft. So last bell. Alright. So let's make sure that all the bells are on. Okay. So you'll see you've got a fair amount of wire left over. And if you have wire cutters, you can clip it, but you don't have to. You just want to bend the wire into a wreath shape and then twist the ends so that it closes. And I'm going to leave this gap here because I think it'll help the ribbon to stick. But you do not have to leave a gap. And you could also, if you are going to use this as an ornament, you could use the excess wire for the hook. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. And you can bend it and adjust it as you need to. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is take your wider ribbon and tie it into a bow. And to do that, you'll take it and make a loop, and then take the other end, wrap it around that loop, and pull it through. And you'll want to adjust your loop, obviously, to make it a little more even. So it might take some trial and error. And I did cut this particular ribbon to be thinner. The ones included in your kits are not cut like that. They are like this, so they will not fray. Alright, and when you're happy with your bow, you're going to take your glue dot and attach it to the back of your bow. So you'll take the protective backing off, attach it to the back of your bow, not your fingernail. And then stick it to the wire. Like so. And then you're going to take your thin ribbon and wrap it around. Actually, it would have been better to put the thin ribbon on first, so do that first. Put the thin ribbon on first, and then attach the thick ribbon to the bow. And you can just knot it like this to make the hanger. There you have it. You have your wreath. Ready to go, ready to hang. So we've got 3 different wreaths for you. Hope you guys enjoy this. Add a little jingle to the end of your year and ring in the new year. Thanks for watching. Be sure to pick up your kit in the S.